Here's a quick video to go over the basic features for Playart Pro for Teams. It's a very early version of the application, which is bad news because there's not a lot of functionality there yet, but it's good news because you can help define what the functionality should be. If you're working with this and you see anything that is too detailed or needs to be more detailed or needs to be quicker, uh, more features that need to be added, anything like that, let me know. We can talk about them and get them in. This is all about making your jobs as football coaches easier. And we pretty much have a blank canvas to do that right now. So when you first log in, or anybody logs in for your team, you see the team homepage. I envision this with a lot of different information about your team, links to, to playbooks, plays. The sky's the limit with what we could do here. You manage your team through the team menu. The main components of your team are the members, things like coaches, parents, players, and the permissions that they have to access content. You start by creating roles. Create an offensive coordinator. A role is basically a type of user for your team. So you might have an offensive coordinator role and a defensive coordinator role. And just add one more for a player role. When you create a role, you can choose what type of login type they have. Anybody that is going to log into your site and edit your content, create plays, edit plays, create playbooks, give them an individual password login. That's more secure. Anybody that is just going to come in and view your content, like a player or a parent, give them a team password. They will all share the same team password, and I'll show you where to define that team password in a minute. So after you create your roles, you need to give them permissions. Now for a defensive coordinator, you could give them access to both offense and defensive plays, but if they're not going to be using them, better just to make it easy. Plays, formations, and playbooks. And we'll give them view, share, and edit. Share just lets the person get links to all the images for your plays. So you might want to download those and include those in some offline content. Up to you whether or not you want to give coaches access to delete. I would tend to just leave that with the head coach that can delete the content, but that's up to you. You can define roles however you want to define roles. Do the same thing for offensive coordinator, just with the offense. And for a player, we just want the player, give them offense and defense for playbooks, and we only want them to view the playbook. And that will also give a download link for playbooks as well. So now that you have the roles defined, let's add somebody to the role. Go to members. You add a defensive coordinator and put in an email address. Now this will send an email invitation to this address, inviting this person to come to the site. Feel free to add and remove members to see what the email looks like that they get. Again, that is something that can be changed. So it's just kind of a generic one right now. So after that person has been added, they will now, after they choose their login, they'll be able to access your plays. All right, I paused there real quick to go and choose a password for that defensive coordinator I just created. and logged in, and you can see now that the only options this coach has is for plays, playbooks, and formations, and it defaults to defense. So let's go and add a quick defensive play. And I'll just save this as blank. Save the play. Now I'm going to log back in as the head coach. And I'm logged back in as a head coach, and you can see if I go to plays that the play the defensive coordinator added is here. Works that way for plays, formations, and playbooks. So any content that you add or that any of your coaches add will appear in the main team account. I mentioned changing your team password. That's under settings. And just change it right here. And that's about it for the basic functionality. Like I said, feel free to play around with teams and members and roles. If you have a couple of email addresses, you can add and delete members just to see how that works. And again, if you see something that should be different, something that should be added, please let me know. There's going to be a lot of features going in over the next few weeks, kind of the non-essential stuff, the stuff that wasn't absolutely needed to get this launched in time for spring football. Those changes are going to be coming. But if anything stands out, let me know. Thanks for watching.